Rise for that stain. Sacrifice. Heard you sacrifice your life for that chain. Yeah. She sacrificed that money for white. Left hand got 3 rings. That's brum brum. We up one. Bad, dear savage. Take her to the mall and buy some. That's gonna wanna make your friends come. Yeah. Make way with the timing. Tell me. Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice? Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice? 10 toes, yeah, you gotta stay down, eh? Just some yawn, looking for a way out, eh? People watching, yeah, I gotta skip town, eh? Hit my phone if you need a hoe.
I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Trevor Siemian's Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz going to give this one to Blount, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Todd Davis. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Carry the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
give it to Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Simeon. And able to find Green. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Simeon. Screen play. Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he stopped immediately there. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Give running right, it's Booker, and he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Wentz to throw on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Adam Gotsis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And some space here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Blunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, you know, we're in December, so I feel incumbent upon me to ask you about the MVP race and where you sit right now. Wentz, Brady, somebody else? What are you thinking?
You remember early in the season how strongly I felt about Alex Smith, but with the way the Chiefs have played lately, losing all these games in a row, he no longer is a viable candidate. So you're exactly right. Carson Wentz in Philadelphia, he's got to be one of the prime guys that you're looking at, powered them to 10 wins already. How about Tom Brady? His excellence is so, how would you say it? Every year you know he's going to be great. It almost works against him. Almost unfair for him. But, boy, he's having a monster year. But if we don't have this conversation and include Russell Wilson in Seattle, we're missing the boat. Because without Russell Wilson doing what he's doing up there, Seattle is not in contention for a division title.
So it could be an interesting last few weeks here in a race to the finish line between those three guys.
Certainly is going to be.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Akeem Talib. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Simeon. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking long for Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Handoff comes to Anderson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. They'll roll him out right. And he's got Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run. Anderson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Back to throw, Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, Simeon looking deep downfield. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wentz. Ertz over the middle. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. To throw, it's Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. LeGarrette Blunt. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, 43 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 30, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, 81 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Wentz now to throw. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Here's Bull. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. So he came that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And Brandon, pro football is a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
They start the drive with Anderson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a run with Anderson. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go!
On the handoff, this is Booker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it here with Blount. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the back and I want to. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss, I got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, former offensive coordinator Adam Gase making his return to Denver as his Dolphins will do battle with his old club, the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will lose lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Cutler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shane Ray in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Simeon shakes off the sag, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
On 3rd down, Cutler. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. To throw, Cutler. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Play action. Cutler. Got a man. It's the former Bronco, Julius Thomas. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Drake, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Simeon on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, it's Simeon. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Anderson. About 3 yards there to the 27. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Simeon on third down. Screen play, Anderson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go.
Running for it, here's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll run Anderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On second down, here's Simeon. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they go pass on third and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Final play of the half. It's Cutler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them, because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Simeon now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Throw it right side. That's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Green, 30 down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And able to find Green. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Here's Simeon. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action with Cutler. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And coming out now, the Broncos. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, Anderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Booker on the counter. Room here to run. Devontae Booker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker. 72 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
the play fake. Here's Cutler. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Cutler. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. 23 yards on the play. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The Fasano here brings it in. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On first down, Drake. And he's brought down. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your prep.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then scoring.
It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Simeon. Green with a catch left side. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Let's go.
Simeon now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.